Hello and welcome. Every single time you click a link, log into an account, or just connect to Wi-Fi, you're making a move in this huge invisible battle that's happening all around us. So today, we're going to take a look at the front lines of that digital arms race, the wild world of cybersecurity. I mean, we've all been there, right? You get that email that makes your heart skip a beat, an urgent notice from your bank, or maybe a shipping confirmation for something you know you didn't buy. It's that tiny moment of doubt, that split second where you ask yourself, wait, is this real? That's our personal connection to this massive ongoing conflict. And this isn't just some abstract idea. Let's talk about a real story from our source material about a woman named Anne. She's just going through her inbox, trying to clear it out, and she sees this official-looking email. She clicks a link, and just like that, bam, hackers got her credit card info, her passwords, the whole 9 yards. What happened to her wasn't just bad luck. It was a calculated play right out of the hacker's playbook. So yeah, what happened to Anne wasn't random at all. It was a very specific kind of attack from a huge arsenal of digital weapons. So let's break down some of the most common tools that hackers are using to attack, well, pretty much everything, from our personal email to entire countries. All right, first up is the big one, malware. The name literally means malicious software. This is the weapon the hacker delivers. It could be spyware that basically acts like a secret agent on your computer watching everything you type, or it could be something called a Trojan horse, like the myth. It looks like a legitimate program, but once you let it in, it opens a secret back door for attackers to just walk right into your system. And this is exactly the trap Anne fell into. Phishing is so interesting because it's not really about fancy code. It's all about human psychology. Hackers are really good at exploiting our trust, creating a sense of urgency with these emails that look totally real, trying to get us to click before we have a chance to think. It's basically the oldest con in the book, just dressed up for the digital age. And man, it is still incredibly effective. Then you've got the attacks that are just pure brute force. A DDoS attack. Think of it like a digital mob. A hacker uses an army of infected computers, they call it a botnet, and points them all at one website or one server and just floods it with traffic. The server gets totally overwhelmed, it crashes, and for you, the regular user, the website just vanishes. And we are not just talking about taking a small website offline for a couple of hours. These attacks have become so powerful that they can literally cripple giant corporations, shut down supply chains, and even bring essential services like hospitals to a complete standstill. For a crazy real-world example, just look at the WannaCry attack back in 2017. This thing spread like wildfire by using a powerful cyber weapon that was actually leaked from a government agency. As you can see here, on day one, it launched. Within just 24 hours, one day, it had infected over 230,000 computers. The impact was global, hitting systems in 150 countries. And this wasn't just some inconvenience. This one piece of ransomware paralyzed hospitals in the UK, shut down car factories, and froze government agencies, all while demanding ransom in Bitcoin. So, with threats this big, you have to wonder, who's fighting back? Well, it turns out, the best defense against a bad hacker is often a good hacker. Welcome to the world of the white hat defenders. Okay, so this distinction is absolutely crucial. On one side, you've got your black hat hackers. They're the bad guys, motivated by money or maybe just chaos. What they do is illegal. But on the other side, you've got the white hats. These are the ethical hackers. Companies actually hire them to think and act just like a black hat, to poke and prod their systems looking for the exact same weaknesses. The key difference? They have permission, and their entire goal is to find those security holes and fix them before the criminals can get there first. I mean, our source material puts it perfectly. It says they try to find and networks vulnerabilities just like how a hacker would do, but only to identify those vulnerabilities and resolve them. They're using the exact same skills, the same mindset, but instead of breaking in to steal the jewels, they're testing the locks and then telling the owner how to make them stronger. Now that we've met the good guys, let's talk about their tools. Building a fortress around your digital life isn't about just one big wall. It's all about having layers of defense. This includes things like firewalls, which act like gatekeepers, but it also includes other smart tools that help manage your identity online, like proxy servers or VPNs, which can mask your real location and make you much harder to target. So let's start with that first fundamental layer. Okay, so think of a firewall as the digital bouncer for your network. Every little piece of data or packet that tries to get in or out has to go through it. The firewall looks at each packet and checks it against a list of security rules. If it's coming from a trusted friend, it says, "Come on in." But if it looks shady or matches a known threat, denied. It's your most essential first line of defense. Now this is one of the most clever defense strategies out there. It's called a honeypot. It's basically a decoy. Security experts set up a fake system that's designed to look super vulnerable and just irresistible to a hacker. So while the attacker is wasting all their time and energy on this fake target, not only is the real important system safe, but the security team gets to watch the hacker's every move, learning their techniques to build even stronger defenses. It's brilliant. But look, all the advanced tech in the world, the firewalls, the honeypots, none of it can protect you if the front door is just left wide open. And that's your password. It is the key to your entire digital life. Using something simple like password 123 is literally the digital version of leaving your house key under the doormat. It's the very first thing an attacker is going to try. And this brings everything right back to you and me. We've talked about these huge global attacks and sophisticated defenses, but real cybersecurity, the kind that protects us, it really starts with the simple things we do every day. So what are the easy but powerful steps you can take, like right now? Let's go back to Anne one last time. After she got hacked, she put a solid defense plan in place. First, she started using strong, unique passwords for all her accounts. A mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. She installed good antivirus software and made sure her computer's firewall was always on. She also learned to be really skeptical of emails from people she didn't know, the very mistake that got her in trouble. And finally, she made a habit of keeping all her software updated, which closes the security holes that attacks like WannaCry depend on. These simple habits, they are your most powerful weapons for sure. So at the end of the day, what does this all mean? Well, cybersecurity isn't a finish line you cross. It's a process. It really is a constant arms race. For every defense we create, someone somewhere is already working on a way to break it. So the real question isn't, can we ever be perfectly 100% safe? It's probably, are we doing enough day in and day out to stay one step ahead? And that's definitely something to think about.